and placed in the ARP Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Fund is hereby amended to provide that 100% of the $1,631,126.97 awarded to the City of Tell City, plus any interest accrued thereon, shall be designated as the standard allowance of revenue loss, and that said money may be used for general government services subject to the restrictions of the final rule, as agreed to by the Common Council of the City of Tell City. Number 2, all applications and requests for expenditures from the ARP Coronavirus Local Fiscal Recovery Fund shall first be submitted to the Tell City ARP Advisory Committee for evaluation and review. Number 3, the ARP Advisory Committee shall provide its recommendation regarding said request for expenditures to the Common Council of the City of Tell City, and the Common Council of the City of Tell City shall either approve expenditures, deny said expenditures, or return said expenditure requests to the ARP Advisory Committee for further review or modification of said expenditure requests. Number 4, in all other respects, the provisions of Ordinance Number 1175 shall remain in full force and effect. Passed and adopted by the Common Council of the City of Tell City, Indiana, this 4th day of April 2022. You'd think I would remember.
There you go. All right, Council, you've heard the first reading of Ordinance Number 1185. I'll entertain a motion for second and third reading by title only. Motion made by Julie. Here's a second.
I'll second that.
Gary, second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Second, third reading by title only.
Second reading, Ordinance Number 1185, and ordinance amending Ordinance 1175. Third reading, Ordinance Number 1185, and ordinance amending Ordinance 1175.
Okay, Council, you've had the first, second, third reading of Ordinance Number 1185. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I entertain a motion to approve. Or who wants to make a motion to approve it?
So moved.
Motion made by John. Seconded by Julie. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Okay. Motion carries. All right. Thank you, Council. Moving on, item E, hotel tax abatement request. We have Joseph here for this. This is the hotel development that is to occur on 7th Street. He is starting the process now to request tax abatement. So, Joseph, the floor was yours.
Mr. Mayor, Council, dignitaries, Mr. Kaufman and Evans. For the meeting that held in your office last week, Madam Connie, Mr. Jeff, yourself, myself, we have brought the Form SB1 to submit to Madam Berger for this process to begin on our behalf. As the mayor knows, and as some of you may remember, we officially started this entire process by submitting for and then subsequently winning a bid for the land on 7th Street. And like we were just discussing with COVID funds and so forth, everybody was affected in one way or another. Ours was the risk factor of taking on debt at a time when banks were not really wanting to put hospitality debt out there. We've overcome this. We are now in a position to start moving forward. Mr. Alvin Evans has been crucial to our understanding the processes that we need to undertake to first bring a shovel to the ground and turn dirt, and then ultimately bring it to fruition. We look forward to this opportunity to be a part of the Tell City economic community until such a time that we have title of the land, which we apparently cannot do, and that's why we're filing this now. We will not be announcing the flag that we will be establishing, but it is one that will be known to everybody in this room. On the application itself, we have listed July 1st as our official kickoff date. We hope that will be sooner, but we did not want to, knowing that we have to go to a second reading, I guess, next month. We did not want to anticipate anything too soon. And the other thing we did not include on this application, and we'll be glad to fill in as necessary, is the actual salary projections, because at this point, with labor costs fluctuating, we can give a general idea. We have it built into our financial model, which we will gladly share with the council. But it's more difficult to estimate that. We do have our cost estimates on here, and I'll read it into the record just so you have it. They will, since you have obviously a second column on this form for assessed value, everything, both the cost itself and the assessed value will only be known at the end of the project, just because we are facing the fun now of guessing what commodity is going to be today, tomorrow, next week, and the month after that. The current value we listed not as the appraised value, but as actually what we bid on the land. That was $137,500. The bid was intentionally higher than the appraisal, so as to we do not want any competition, so to speak, if we could afford it. And unfortunately, it was typed on the wrong line. It's not less than, and so if we need to get you a clean copy of this, my assistant typed on less value, any values of the property being replaced. That is not on the right line. It is $8,333,138 is our proposal. It's not as our projected construction cost with the allowances for the increases that we see. We do monitor them, not quite weekly, but almost every other week. For net estimated value of $8,470,638. Get the doors open.
So roughly about 8.5 million.
Yes.
Just rounding up. Okay.
So, if it's okay to approach, I will hand Madam Berger.
He's got it. Yeah, and I'll get the paper, so I'll come get it.
Second. And,
I've got a few of those up there.
I'm sure.
If you want to, you can take it. I've only got this copy. You can take a look at it. I can scan that in tomorrow morning.
Again,
If you'd like to send it to you all.
I need to resend an amended copy with the amount on the right line. I'll have sent it to you guys.
Okay. I don't think, Jeff, there's any action we have to take tonight, because this is just to present it.
Yeah, no action
So-
tonight. I'm sure this can come up again on our May meeting. Connie, you're as much or more of a pro on this than me.
I didn't bring my
what's
sheet
our
with me.
deadline?
Do you have your cheat sheet on tax abatement stuff? I didn't bring mine either, it's on my desk.
I've got it here, but for the record, Connie,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
was
so
going to
we'll,
be sooner, but I sent my attorney the renewal form, because I downloaded both,
Okay.
and his clerk called me and said, this doesn't look like SB1, this was the C form.
Yeah.
Compliance.
So the delay in getting here and hand delivery is user failure on behalf of the general partner, and particular Joseph Williams, WIN, and the general partner of the Global Source Capital Management. And I'm also the general partner of Global Source Hospitality One, which is the private equity fund, and that is LP Hospitality Management, LP Capital Management, and LLC, both Delaware corporations. I only have a resident, and since this is being recorded, I'm second way along with Franklin Elementary School.
It's where you got your start. Second, it's Franklin School, laid the foundation here. I'm telling you. Tell us that.
We'll do this for quite a while. We conduct pretty rigorous due diligence as we do all our properties. And we have in this first one with the Tulsa improvement. And we appreciate the opportunity to be considered by Cal City government and by the city residents itself. And it is
Okay. All right. Joseph, council, you have any questions for Joseph or anything? Just,
This is just informational, we're not taking.
this is
any action.
information. He's supposed to present this. It starts the clock by him formally presenting that. So now it's 30 days or something like that, 45?
May 15th, I think, Connie
Something like
says
that. Okay.
is that it has to be submitted by then. So and as Joseph said, there'll be some changes, some edits, some more information that they're gonna come up with.
Can you get us that this week, you think, the edits to it?
Well, some of them actually will, I'll need a bit of input from you all, because of waste management, totals and so forth, I can get general ideas from, the corporation.
Okay.
Based on, it is an 8-room hotel.
Just give me a call. I'll help you.
Their general, engineering department, but also just to consider that.
Okay. Well, Joseph, council, any other questions for Joseph for you? Joseph, thank you for your time. We're looking forward to it, and we appreciate your investment in our community. All right. Next up is 7th Street Apartments abatement request, and we've got Ron Smith here with basically the same thing. In a nutshell, right? At our Board of Works, Steve was reporting that there may have been some pause to things, but I explained to him that you explained to me that basically that $400,000 increase. But I told him that you're working through that and moving forward. Is that a fair statement?
Basically, just a letter of my attorney stating that our LLC is we're requesting the tax payment out. That he is working on the forms that you had, that Joe had. We'll get that to you very shortly, but this is just the first day. It may be 30 days before I can actually get the rest of them in, because numbers are fluctuating so bad. I couldn't get a guarantee on price for more than 7 days on anything right now. So since October, the price of this project went up $400,000. So the appraisal didn't go up $400,000. So we're basically, it's down to us coming up with the $400,000 difference. It's a very viable project. We're very, very interested, and at this point, Alvin's helped me to get to this point, and I appreciate everybody's patience for this, but it's just been a long process. We've had to, first there was, there's been a few issues to work through. Just like Joe said, the money's always out there, but it comes at a price, so. But anyway, this is just to start the process. We will probably supply all the things, the forms that Joe has by the next meeting, probably.
The May meeting?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know you're on a timetable with the
Redevelopment Commission,
Redevelopment
they've
Commission.
kind of given me leeway due to the fact that they know what I'm going through. We are approved at the bank. The bank's got the money, but you can't just keep going back to the bank and raising the rate. And it's back to trying to hold the rate down to where we can, keep the rent affordable or at the rate where it's going to be best for the town. So,
Sure.
But what we're wanting to put down there is 18 unit buildings. They'll be all brick on the lower level. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, super efficient. There'll be a certain amount of ADA units according to plan, all concrete parking lots, fence around both sides. It's going to be a pretty nice project. So, but that's just kind of where we're at. Just give you an update on it, and then I think we're going to work through this problem. So I think we, like I said, the banks are working with us on part of it, but we're having to work out the difference ourselves. So at that point.
Mr. Smith, what kind of construction time are you project? I realize that's can't
Once
be
we
an
start,
exact figure.
right. 9 to 11 months. Like to turn it around faster. It just depends. Some of it's going to be on availability. I mean, some stuff, some of the people are on allotments. You can't get but so much. The windows, you know, windows right now are 17 weeks, 18 weeks.
Lead time.
So you got to order those tonight.
Yeah. That's basically the truth.
Julie's
I mean,
like that
you
for
could
carpet
actually-
too.
We could actually be hanging
Top.
drywall inside and not even have no
It's
windows
not as
yet.
bad.
I mean, I've got lots and lots of, I've drywalled the last 3 houses, that didn't have windows in them.
Windows,
my.
and, windows and doors. People building houses right now and can't close their windows and doors.
You know, and then, you know, so it's kind of hard to start a project if you don't know you're gonna get it.
Or bought.
Refrigerators are almost non-existent. You know, I'd have to order all of them, and they said I have to pay for all of them in 6 weeks, and you don't even know when you're gonna get them.
I know I was at a store here, even local, talking about some appliances for a project we're working on here in the city. And they said, if I wanted the appliances by Christmas, I need to order them now.
Right.
And I thought,
Every time I start a house, I order another set of appliances. I mean, I
Yeah.
buy from Fisher's here in town, and everything I do. Every time I start a house, I order another set for the next one. And I haven't even started it yet. So, I mean, it's that way on a lot of products. You know, some stuff we can get fairly readily, other things. The good thing is I can get lots of concrete because Mosler's is right down the street. I can have the foundation ready to go, I just don't know when I'm gonna get some of the other things. And we're actually looking at steel too. We're thinking about switching to steel framing even at this minute. We're actually really looking at it because the wood prices, steels went up, but at a different rate than wood has. So actually the installer of the Jones Hotel is actually looking at the plans right now. So if we can switch to a lightweight metal stud instead of the other, you know, you still have to skin it with wood, but that's a project. But anyway, if there's any questions, I'll answer them if I can.
Council, you have any questions for Ron? All right. Thank you for your investment in our community as well. Very appreciative. These are 2 projects that we're excited to hear about for the growth of downtown. And Ron, as you know, apartments, I don't think you have a problem renting them. There's an,
I built a house over on 24th Street, had it framed and sold it in 3 or 4 days.
yeah.
I mean, and right now, I'm the same way. I don't really have a lot of lots here in town. I'm gonna start a spec house here in town somewhere. I am looking at a couple pieces of property. I looked at a couple pieces this week. And I'll probably start another spec house here in town in the next week, or the next month anyway.
That's great. Joseph, you had a comment?
I just wanted to state, just for everybody's information, because we switched from a stick-built model to a structural steel model, depending on the availability of materials and so forth, as I mentioned, we're looking at 12 months around that. Getting the buildings that was about 18.
That's great.
But again, with subs, with material, and, you know, it's not the second wave of COVID, it's the first wave of something.
Ron, what you're saying is build a building without any windows in it, and you're in good shape, right? No appliances.
Certainly help.
Yeah, no windows, no appliances, you've got it.
I don't think the fire
Would-
marshal will let me do that.
Probably not.
Dig a tunnel and
It
live.
wouldn't be very attractive looking, but it's, you can make it happen, couldn't you? Ron, thank you, and Joseph too, thank you both. All right, that's all we have under new business. As far as mayor's report, I did report the Board of Public Works regarding the Obrecht House. You all are familiar with the house at Petzl and 7th Street and the condition of it. We are having, the judge has ordered, in essence, for us to have a mediator. So on Wednesday, Steve and I will be traveling to Evansville to sit down with Ben Brown, who actually owns the house, and have a mediator to a timeline for repairs or demolition or whatever. So that will be discussed on Wednesday. So Father Benedict Brown, he's a Catholic priest out of the Louisville Catholic Diocese. He's owned it all this time. Yep, he has. So we also updated on the single wide trailer on 14th and Washington, and also some single wide trailers there on 5th Street about getting those demolished and cleaned up. And then we also touched base on the tax sale, actually Commissioner's tax certificate. We should be getting those tax deeds within the next month, you think?
Oh, yeah.
And once we get those, it's our intent to either sell those lots, donate that lot, whatever, to either Habitat or Indian Landmarks or to a developer if they want to build a house on it. So, Ron perked up there with a lot. So,
Just have to look at our various
we'll-
requirements.
we'll
for
just- yeah.
Disposing of property.
because we have no, we want to see these properties get back on the tax roll. These properties haven't had taxes. Bill, I think you were mayor when the Hoff property was cleaned up and tore down, weren't you? The Hoff property, were you mayor when that was, there ain't been taxes paid on that in 20 years. It's up behind Taco Bell. Was it 60 or 80,000 in back taxes?
East Boulevard.
Like 80,000, yeah. So it'd be nice to see either redeveloped, or at least back on the tax roll and getting something rather than nothing that we,
And
so.
the Patrick Lamar property
And-
had a ridiculous mortgage was really the holdup on it.
Yeah, the Lamar property, the guy was deceased and nobody would claim the house and the bank never foreclosed on it, so it just sat there. Porches collapsed. You know, it's part of town we'd like to try to revitalize, and you've got that right there, if a porch collapsed in the middle of a neighborhood. So, those are some ones, so. That's all I have in our mayor's report. There's nothing else to come for the council. I entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion made by Larry, here, second. Second by Julie. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.